Hi guys, this is Romeo Carlos. On today's video, I'm going to give you my review of of the Goldbergs Season 2, Episode 12, Eagle Eagle Boy Love, and the Nerd Man Test. So here we go, guys. I love this episode because Barry, yes, Big Tasty himself, has to meet his father-in-law. I know it. I know. I know it's weird. It's weird for you guys to hear the word father-in-law when it comes to a girlfriend. You're supposed to hear it, that word, when you're married, when you're at the next level of your relationship with your significant other. I know, but in Guatemala we say it both for both things, girlfriend, boyfriend, and obviously wife and husband. But anyway, excluding the Guatemalan part, yes, Barry hasn't met Laney's father, dad. So the date is set. That basically Laney told Barry and basically said the word boyfriend in front of everyone everyone in school, but it wasn't a crowd. Everyone like outside, even though no one heard the word boyfriend coming out of Lainey's mouth, like other than Barry. So the date is set. So to connect with Bill, you have to understand he's a big football fan. And he's a big Cowboys fan. But here's the problem. We're in Philly, people. We're in Philadelphia, and that's Eagle country. So, Eagle, the Eagle state of the United. The Eagle state of the Green Eagles, of the Philadelphia Eagles. So, without warning, without knowing this, Barry asked the merman Murray to come with him and meet Bill Lewis. But when Bill shows off his TV, his big 55 inch TV, and Murray sees all the blue and silver. He flips a gasket, but he doesn't show it. And obviously, Laney and Barry are like, "Oh, we're done. We're doomed. We are done." And obviously, just for a brief, about 1 second, in 1 sec. So Barry says, "I didn't know anything about this, Dad." That they were Cowboys fans. But obviously, Laney says, "Yes, I told you, but when we were studying," meaning kissing, and obviously very passionate kissing. But again, that's what you do when you study. When you're studying. So Murray tried his best to fake love the Cowboys, fake love the Dallas Cowboys, but it just took 2 seconds, and he showed off his Philly Eagle bro true colors. And That's and basically to keep it short and sweet, guys. Bill was like, "No, I'm not gonna let my daughter date a green loving Eagles fan. A green loving Eagles fan. She's going to date a a a dude or a boy that is supporting another team, or a true or a pure Cowboys fan, just like just like us." And and of course and of course and of course Barry Barry and Laney said, well, Laney said, no, Barry, no, 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 without saying the word no. Laney said, Barry, and plus, don't go. So poor Barry had was having a hard time because he had broken off. He had officially kind of broken up with Laney because of this heated rivalry of the Cowboys and the Eagles. But that's not it, guys, because on the other side of this two-sided episode, we have Adam. Yes, Adam has been in this episode. Adam becomes a late bloomer, meaning a late grower, a late growth spur, a late growth spur grower. Meanwhile, Dana, his beloved Dana, she's gone. She's gotten a lot taller than Adam, and Adam gets even more disconsolate and more on himself when when Dana's old flame tries to invite her to the party at the water tower. And since Adam sees this as a potential threat, he he uh he tries to give advice. He tries to get advice from Erica and Pops, and obviously Erica says to her advice to Adam is basically, dude, your heart is going to get crushed by Dana's old flame. She's going to get back with him unless you do something crazy and a gesture of epic proportions. So to prove that he's that he was and is the ultimate nerd for Dana, Adam climbs the water tower and tries to spray paint right, spray right, spray 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 paint right. Adam loves Dana, but his ink of his red spray paint can gets emptied and before you could write the A, it the spray loses its power, meaning there's no spray paint anymore. So Adam wrote, Adam Adam loves Adam loves Dan, who who is a total nerd, who's a total nerd like him, but inferior to Adam, according to Adam. And after being carried and being embarrassed in front of the whole freshman class, after being carried by the firefighters, Adam gets grounded by Beverly, because that's, first of all, that's the most reckless thing that he has ever done when it comes to Dana. Second, Adam had secretly borrowed his mom's Beverly's old wedding ring, to give to Dana. But as luck would have it, and as you know, guys, or as you should know, guys, Beverly loses her tacos and basically demands that Adam returns, tells Adam to tell Dana to take off the ring. So Dana does that, but it falls to the ground. And when Adam picks it up to put it in his mom's finger again, it looks like he's proposing to her when it's not the case. So that's how we leave it. Meanwhile, for Barry, he's still sad until he says, "I don't care about the teeth." Well, I do care, but I care the most about Lainey. So after that wonderful short speech, Murray says we will go to Lainey's house again. So I could apologize to Bill, and he could apologize to me, and you and Lainey are back together in love and rom-com action. But after being apologetic and contrite and dipping himself in I'm sorry cheese fondue sauce, Lewis is like, okay, I will allow your son Barry to date my daughter Lainey if you say that the Cowboys are a better team than the Eagles, and if you say as well if that the Cowboys are America's team. And after trying his best and seeing how ridiculed Murray was getting, basically Barry was like, Lainey, I'm sorry, but I can't see my dad like this. And then, guys, both of them, both Murray and Big Tasty himself, had a talk, and basically Barry said, you were about to say that the Cowboys were America's team for my heart's sake and for Laney's sake. Then, guys, Laney knocked on the door, kitchen entrance door, and basically Laney said, Barry, you're forbidden to see me or love me or hold my hand or stuff like that. And Barry was like, thank you for just dipping my broken heart into even more hotter hot sauce of doom. And Laney was like, forbidden love is so hot and so you. And then of course Murray was like, Laney, the Cowboys still suck, but Barry Big Tasty picked well, and then Laney said, I picked him. And as for Adam, he was still grounded, and Adam felt like, I can't catch a break. I dipped my head into a hot bowl of soup and dumped it all over my head. Now Dana won't talk to me. And of course Beverly was like, dude, you should be grounded. You should be grounded. And I'm going to ground you. For doing something so reckless and so dumb. And then Adam basically, I know. He said, I know that I do dumb stuff. And I shouldn't have done that. Just for a girl. But you don't understand, Mom. I love Dana Conwell. So in a moment of clarity and quite frankly, a peace offering, Beverly drove a couple houses away, and she got to Dana's house, and she told Adam, now it's your turn. Talk to Dana. And guys, Adam and Dana talked, and they kissed. Now the original plan was for Adam to give his girlfriend Dana his Green Lantern power ring. So that's what he did, and he was still standing on his tippy toes to make himself look taller. But Dana pushed him down, and basically with one smile and one look, she said, "You're perfect. You're perfect for me," without saying any words at all. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to tap that like button, and if you want to expand your time here, please don't doubt yourselves and tap that notification bell. Now, if you want to expand your time here and don't miss any moment, any of my reviews about anything of my content, please go to my home button and please go to my homepage and subscribe from there. So with that being said, guys, until we Goldberg again, bye.